Hey guys, it's Shirley, and I'm here with a 40 facts about me. It's coming to the year mark since I did my 50 facts about me, which I'll link down below for you guys. So I figured I'd give you 40 new facts about me, so you get to know me a little bit better, and I get a video out to you guys since I told you guys I'd be a little more active on my channel. I'm hoping to do a video every 2 weeks because right now, things are not really situated where I can do a video a week. So I'm hoping maybe video every 2 weeks. I know I'm on week 3, so I'm definitely a little bit late, but I'm going to try and keep on this schedule for you guys. If you want to know 40 facts about me, just keep on watching. This is kind of generic for a favorite flower, but my favorite flower is a rose. My favorite cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I actually like eating sardines. I used to eat sardines all the time with my dad. We would buy these little canned sardines and then we'd eat them all the time, and he'd eat the red pepper that was inside of it. I used to be addicted to soda. I would have like 6-7 cans of soda in my room by the end of the day, like empty. Now it's coffee. I have 2 to 3 coffees a day when it comes to those little travel size ones, and then Tyler brings a large coffee to my work all the time, and like even my coworkers are like, how the hell do you drink so much coffee? My first job was actually at a bakery. It was a Portuguese bakery, and I had to work from 6 in the morning to 6 at night. One of my all-time favorite video games to date has to be the Tomb Raider series. I absolutely love Lara Croft's story, all those old games. I like the newer games now. I actually have the first 2. I'm in love with this whole new survival thing where it's not like she's already badass. You have to be a badass now. You have to make her become a badass. Also, the Fable series. I absolutely love Fable. When I was 2 years old, I actually had surgery on my ureters, so the tubes that connect your kidneys to your bladder. When I had to go to the bathroom, instead of it going down to my bladder, it would shoot back up into my kidneys and cause infections. And it would cause a lot of pain. I am very, very, very forgetful when it comes to tasks on hand. Like, memories-wise, I'm good short-term and long-term. It's more of the fact of tasks. I am very particular about my personal space. I have my little bubble. It's not huge, like people can be standing next to me and I'm not going to be freaking out. But if I don't know you, there's kind of like a comfortable radius where it's like, this is too close if I don't know who you are. Do not touch my face. I hate it, hate when people touch my face. I have major insomnia. I can't sleep, like go to sleep and be asleep on my own unless I completely stayed up the night before. Like if I want to go to sleep at 10 o'clock p.m. I have to completely do an all-nighter the night before for me to be tired enough to actually fall asleep and stay asleep. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't fall asleep before 2 in the morning. When I was in high school, it was even worse. I couldn't fall asleep until like 4 in the morning every freaking day, and then I have to be at school for 7:30. So it sucked. I am very, very, very indecisive, especially when I want to like figure out what I'm gonna eat. Girl problems. But it's just because I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do when I hang out with friends. They ask me. I don't know. Up to you. I don't know what I want to eat. I don't know what I want to wear. I don't know what hair color I want, what I want to do with my hair, my makeup, my nails. Literally, I have other people pick for me. I can't stand insects. I don't know. Even seeing a bug crawl like across the room or just on a wall or something, I just get this very tingly feeling in my skin where I feel like they're on me. It's just, I don't know if it's a phobia, I don't know what it is, but I just get this creepy crawly feeling in my spine, under my skin. Like it literally feels like they're crawling in my veins, and it just, ugh, I hate it. Paranormal encounters. I actually have this weird sense of presence around me sometimes. Like it's definitely from my father's side. He's definitely had some paranormal encounters, and unfortunately I inherited that trait, so I do see things like very clearly. If they don't really, like if they're not very attached to you as a person, you see them more as like shadows, I guess. And if they do want to be seen by you, if they do want to kind of be attached to you in a sense, you can see them as an actual person in their garments and all that stuff if they choose to be seen, or if their presence is that strong. And I've definitely seen a lot of full body figures and people, and at one point one of them talked to me and I thought I was like losing my mind. So the fact that my dad described the man head to toe in perfect detail, and I had never told him about my encounter, made me even more petrified. I don't want to say like I'm psychic, no. I don't want to say that I'm a medium or this or that, no. I'm not at all. It's just the fact that my family has a very strong spiritual connection, and it sucks. Like, I hate when people want to do like Ouija boards and this and that. They want a reaction, they want a sign. You don't want it. Once you have it, you don't want it. Like, you don't want to see these apparitions. You don't want to see these people. You don't. Like, not that all of them are malicious or anything like that, because there's some people who are just trapped because of a trauma or their belongings, or a suicide or something like that. Like, a traumatized soul, a soul that couldn't move on, that's normally the ones that you can see. And I do feel bad, but it's like, there's nothing I can do. I honestly can't take a compliment. I don't know, it just makes me awkward. I feel like if someone compliments me, it's not that they're hitting on me. Like, obviously there's some that are painfully obvious where like, yes, they're hitting on you, but even when like middle-aged women or like people my age give me compliments, it's kind of like, okay, I know they mean nothing wrong by it. I know like they're just trying to be nice. They genuinely want to give you a compliment. It's just very awkward for me to like say thank you and just be okay with it. I don't know. It kind of goes toe-to-toe with my body dysmorphia disorder. I have a very, very, very mild case. Like, it's not the fact that I see myself completely different in the mirror like some people. Like, body dysmorphia means when you look in a mirror and you see something that the rest of the world does not see. Like, that's not what you look like at all, but your mind plays pretty much tricks on you and like focuses on things that you think is wrong with you and exaggerates it. And with me, it was much, much worse when I was in high school. I ended up being anorexic and bulimic at one point and very depressed. It was because I saw something in the mirror that was not there. It's getting better where it's like, because of counseling, because of kind of like talking to somebody constantly, kind of like interacting with that, they literally made me look in like a full body mirror, and it sucked in the beginning because I just thought I was hideous. I was like, no, I don't want to see it, I don't want to do this. For like months I couldn't even look in a mirror because they were doing it to me. But it's definitely gotten better now. When I see myself in videos, when I see myself in the mirror every day, like, I see me. Yes, my mind obviously focuses on things I do not like about myself, and it definitely like exaggerates it a bit, where it's like, if it doesn't look the way I want to and it's my makeup, I literally freak out for the rest of the day. I'm like constantly going to the bathroom, making sure it looks the way I need it to, so that it hides my imperfections or like distorts my imperfections to me. Speaking of high school, my freshman year, I had a quote-unquote emo phase when it came to the style. It was very black and, well, I wouldn't say emo. I had a very scene phase. Scene is definitely the right word. It was very all dark backgrounds, like black t-shirts, black pants, black shoes, and just neon something. Either like the fishnet gloves, or like the candy, or the necklaces. I had like the zebra necklace with a key on it, and my thing was keys for some reason. I had keys everywhere for like jewelry, and then zippers everywhere. I remember that. I would never tease my hair though. I always had it like in ponytails, and because my hair is always very like layered and thick, it would already spike regardless. So I never really teased my hair. It would just always be in a ponytail, and I had like the long obnoxious bangs to like here that kind of just swooped half my face. I can walk for hours and hours and hours, but I cannot run for like not even 2 minutes. I think every girl can kind of relate to this. I absolutely hate shaving my body. Funny story, I don't know if any of you really know what I'm talking about because it's a Portuguese thing, but papas is this like little, not really little, it's just like this pudding basically, but it's like hot. It would be like a soup looking, and then the more you turned it, the thicker it got. So you gotta turn, and then the trick was that at the end of it, when it's getting thick, you cannot stop because then it causes air bubbles and air pockets, and then it becomes clumpy. So you have to keep going, and it was like a game, and it would always happen once a week on Sundays when we all took showers that day for some reason. When I was a kid, I don't know. I used to actually do track. I was a sprinter because, like I said, I can't run for long period of time. I would do the 30-meter run, I think, 30-meter sprint. And then I actually did hurdles, and I busted my knee. Thank God I didn't break it. That would have been a long process, but I smacked my knee so hard in one of our practices, and I ended up tumbling out, and I actually quit hurdles after that because it was swollen, it was huge, and I got shin splints after too because I wore the wrong footwear. I have a lot of stress problems, I guess, or a very hard time coping with stress. If I get way too stressed out with my anxiety and stuff like that, it gets to the point where I'm physically ill. Like, I just get so dizzy, I get so nauseous, I either want to cry or I end up crying, or I go to the 6 scale when I'm literally like puking. Like, I've gone to the point where I've gotten into arguments with people and midway I've just run to the bathroom and thrown up because I can't handle the stress. Like, my body just rejects the stress, I guess. I'm obsessed with boots. They're my favorite footwear. I love boots. I also suffer from a lot of migraines. The worst I've ever had was a 3-day constant migraine. My favorite Disney movie has to be Atlantis, and a very close, maybe even tied for first, is Tarzan. I absolutely love them so much, and the Tarzan soundtrack I could listen to literally every day of my life and I would never be bored of it. One of my favorite snacks is cutting up cucumbers and putting a little bit of salt on them. It's so good. I highly recommend it. Obviously, you guys know that I'm Portuguese, and if you didn't, surprise, I'm Portuguese. I'm 2 types of Portuguese, but I actually do speak Portuguese. I wouldn't say it's fully fluent, but I comprehend all of it. It's the fact that my fluency isn't really up to par sometimes. I'm very good at conversational Portuguese, and I can read it to a point, and I can write it semi. I used to be able to write it better in high school when I took Portuguese all 4 years for an easy A, but I haven't really kept up with writing it, so I can read it, speak it, and understand it. I absolutely hate blush on me. My favorite cheesecake is tiramisu. That or plain, because I do like a plain cheesecake, but tiramisu is my favorite flavored cheesecake. I am absolutely horrible with time management. Like, literally, I rush to work every single day, even though I had a whole fucking morning to get ready. When I was younger, I did a road trip to Montreal. One thing I've never done, though, is be on a plane. I don't know if I can handle it because of the next 2 facts. One, I am very nauseous in vehicles now. I used to love long car rides, but for some reason, long trips just make me nauseous. And 2, I have very, very, very sensitive ears to sound, to wind, to anything. Like, if the car is going on a highway, the windows need to be up. If not, there has to be a little crack on both windows so it's nice airflow, because if it's just one, my ears pop. I have a weird pet peeve of people calling sprinkles jimmies. I also hate celery. I hate the texture of it, the smell of it, the taste of it, the crunch. I hate all of it. It cringes me. Like, it makes me cringe. I have a very large music range in things I listen to. I can listen to stuff like Mozart and Beethoven to Slipknot and Disturbed. I'm actually very claustrophobic. I realized this when I was a teenager. we went to Factory of Terror, and at the end of it they have these black bags that kind of just push to each other from the vacuums, and you have to go through it, and it stimulates claustrophobia. And I didn't know I had it until I made it literally like not even 2 feet into it, but people were behind me, so they keep pushing me forward, and I literally blacked out. Like, I was hyperventilating, I fell to the floor, I got trampled by a couple people, and I couldn't breathe, I was crying, it was a mess. I literally got pulled out of the freaking little pathway. My friends actually call me the animal whisperer because I make friends with every animal I come in contact with for some weird reason. Last but not least, I am bisexual. Yes, I like boys and I like girls. I'm sexually attracted to boys and girls. I've done things with both boys and girls. So, yeah. This is my little coming out to you, I guess, but I've been bisexual since I can remember, because I used to have these dreams, and I'd be confused as hell about these dreams, about this like blonde, beautiful lady with like this red flowy dress, and I remember like it was kind of like sexual tension to myself with that, and I'm like, why am I thinking this? Like, what is going on? And it would always be like the same kind of thing, and I was kind of like scared. Like, I was like, what is wrong with me? And I realized later, it's like, there's nothing wrong with me. You just find the female body attractive. You find their personality attractive. You find everything to do with both sides attractive. Yes, men are sexy. Women are sexy. I just like both. I hope you guys liked my video and learned a little bit more about me. And I hope to make some more videos soon. Like I said, I want to do it every 2 weeks if possible. So don't kill me if I don't do it every 2 weeks. I'm hoping maybe it'll be every 2 weeks. But you know me, I procrastinate. Again, horrible time management. Thanks for watching, and like I said, I'll leave the old one down below so you can check that out too. Bye guys.